Hi guys, welcome back to our little cottage here on the river in the far north of Idaho. So in this video I'm going to share with you my recipe for strawberry thumbprint cookies, and these I'm going to also make into a little heart shape, which you'll see in a little bit because we're coming up on Valentine's Day, so I thought it'd be fun to make a little Valentine's Day cookie. But here I'm adding 1 cup of softened butter to the bowl of a stand mixer, and then 2/3 cup of sugar. And I had forgotten to pull my butter out of the fridge, so it was not at room temperature yet. So if you take a glass of water, like warm water, not hot, and you put your stick of butter that you've pulled out of the fridge into the water and leave it for just about 5 minutes, it will soften it up, and you can then use it for any recipe where you need softened butter for the recipe. So there's a little tip for you. And then here I'm adding in 2 egg yolks, and just the egg yolks. You do not want to put the whole egg in. So 2 egg yolks to this mixture, and then I'm also going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla and let all of that mix together really well. And of course, make sure to scrape down your bowl occasionally to make sure everything's getting well incorporated. And then while all that's mixing together, I put 2 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour into a mixing bowl, along with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And that's it. You're not going to add any baking soda or baking powder to these because these are more like a shortbread type cookie. And then I'm just going to mix the salt into the flour and then start gradually adding this to the wet mixture. And when it's done and all mixed together, it is going to be the consistency of Play-Doh. Like, you'll really feel like you're playing with Play-Doh when this dough is all done. And you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And here I'm lining a cookie sheet with some parchment paper. And of course you can use a silicone mat if that's what you have. And then I'm using my 1 tablespoon measuring spoon. You could make these bigger if you wanted, but I think the 1 tablespoon amount is actually perfect. And then I simply roll that into a nice little ball and put that, and then roll that in some sugar, and then put that on the cookie sheet. And they don't have to be too far apart because these aren't actually going to spread out too much, but you do want a little bit of space between them. So maybe about, 1 to 2 inches. I think I did about 1 inch in between. And here's where you would typically do the thumbprint part of the cookie, where you just simply take your thumb and press a little indent into the center of the cookie dough. But I wanted there to be a heart shape. And so at first I started using my pinky and attempted to make the little heart shape that way. And it was working okay, but it wasn't quite exactly turning out the way I wanted. And so then I figured out I could use the handle of a wooden spoon that kind of had a rounded end to it. And so then I started using that to make the heart shape, and that actually worked a little bit better than using my pinky. And so here you're just going to take a wooden spoon or your pinky and just press a little heart shape into the center of the cookie dough. And it really is just the same method you would use if you're just using your thumb to make one. You're just going to make two little indents and just kind of finesse it until it's a nice little heart shape. And then you're going to add the jam to the little heart shape in the cookie or the thumbprint if you did a thumbprint. And you're really only going to use about 1/4 of a teaspoon to 1/2 a teaspoon for this, so not much. And I actually used my daughter's little baby spoons for this, and they were the perfect size. So yeah, you'll just add the jam to that, and you do kind of want to spread the jam a little bit into the shape of a heart if you did the heart shape. I found that the ones that I did that on actually turned out a little bit better. And then you'll want to put them in the 350-degree oven for about 14 minutes. And you'll want to keep an eye on them because you do not want them to brown. You want to pull them out right before they're going to start browning. And here is the finished cookie. Now, some of these turned out very cute, like a little heart shape, and some of them not so much. And I noticed the one that I used my pinky on to press in the heart shape did not turn out as cute as the ones that I used the wooden spoon. So I would definitely recommend using the wooden spoon. But here are the finished strawberry thumbprint cookies. So I will have the recipe over on my blog at homespunannie.com, and I will also have it linked in the description box below. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you'll give this cookie recipe a try. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share with someone else you think would enjoy it. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.